Hey, what's going on? Luke here, and we're back again to talk about the Dolphins side, the new side coming in 2023, and some of the signings that they have made. Now, today they have announced the signing of Kenny Bromwich. This comes after the news that they had signed Jesse Bromwich, so they signed both of the boys from the Storm, as well as Felise Kaufusi. You can tell by the title of the video, basically going to be talking about the fact that they're trying to sign the whole Melbourne Storm forward pack. Now, is this a good move? Is this a bad move? I don't really know. They're signing a lot of the guys who are, I would say, past their prime. However, I will say Kenny Bromwich, I think he's in his prime. But as for Jesse Bromwich and Felise, as long as they haven't signed them on huge contracts, they're kind of decent signings, but they're not amazing. Although I do really like the signing of Kenny Bromwich. Obviously, as soon as Jesse signed, I thought, yeah, it's probably going to happen. I mean, the brothers would probably want to play together. Very unlikely that one stays and one goes. So the fact that he has signed, it kind of just does confirm what we already thought that was going to happen. Now, in terms of the rest of the side, I believe they've signed Mark Nichols and Jesse I think they're the only other two guys that they've signed. So they don't really have a lot of players signed, but they do have the Wayne Bennett factor there. So I'm sure they're going to sign a lot of players. Obviously, I've done videos in the past talking about your Kalen Pongers and such, but just in terms of them trying to sign the whole Melbourne forward pack, that's basically what it feels like. Obviously, Munster's one that gets talked about a lot with them. Brandon Smith, they try to sign him. Obviously, Munster's obviously not forward, but in terms of just signing the Melbourne side, I think they're going to try and sign him eventually. They missed out on Brandon Smith, but they were super confident in getting him. They even came out and said that they thought they were in the box seat, so he was definitely on the cards. Adding the guys that they've already got, and you can kind of see who they're going for and what sort of team they're going for. Looks like they're going for lots of experience in the forwards, and then kind of just hope that they get them through the games. I feel like the backs won't be too experienced or star-studded. I mean, Asako's their only signing, I believe, in the back. So the fact that he's sort of a reserve-grade Broncos player, I think it kind of says a lot about where they may be heading in terms of the backs. And even in the halves, there's not a hell of a lot of players coming off contract who haven't already signed somewhere. Like I said, like Brandon Smith would have been perfect for them, already chose to sign with the Roosters. So look, it's going to be quite interesting to see where they go, and I wouldn't be surprised if Harry Grant gets talked about in the next couple of seasons. Like I said, keep going back to the Storm, but it looks like the Storm are getting raided, and that's also what I want to talk about in this video, is also the fact that the Storm are, in fact, getting raided by the NRL. Obviously, the Sharks have signed Nicho, Hynes, and they also signed Finucane as well, so there's two players. Adding Josh Addo-Carr, who went to the Bulldogs. I know they brought in Xavier Coates, and they've brought in a few decent little players here and there, but they have lost a lot of talent this year, and there's already been talked about as like, oh, well, the Storm, they under the decline. Cameron Smith retired a couple of years ago. They didn't play their best in the finals. And then all the players that they've lost in this past season. Added next season, we already knew Brandon Smith was going. Now Jesse Bromwich is gone. Kenny Bromwich is gone. Felise Kaufusi, and could be other ones. Kema Kamika is out with domestic violence, so I don't think he's going to be coming back. There's probably other players who are going to leave as well. So are we about to see the decline of the Melbourne Storm? I don't want to go as far as to say that, but it definitely is a possibility. Craig Bellamy is going to be there for another couple of seasons, but we've never really seen him have to work with a mediocre team. I don't know if that's the right word. I mean, they're not going to be mediocre. They're still going to have your Munster, still going to have Harry Grant, Pappenhausen's still going to be there, but this is probably the worst side on paper that we've seen probably since when he took over Melbourne. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Storm goes in 2023. Are they going to be able to maintain what they've already got? Even in 2022, are they going to be able to maintain? There's been a lot of off-season controversy. I think Nelson, he may have had his COVID vaccine, so he might be back for them. But there's been a lot of controversy around the Melbourne Storm, which is something that they're not used to, I would say. So going into 2022 and then 2023, losing a lot more players, it's going to be quite interesting for the Melbourne Storm the next couple of years. I know they re-signed that young fella on a huge contract, and he is in the forwards as well. So he could be, someone that they could develop. But they also had guys like Tino and stuff in the past who they had and were quite good young that ended up moving on to other clubs. So Storm have been developing players, but they've also been losing a lot of players as well. So yeah, it remains to be seen what's going to happen with the Melbourne Storm in 2022 as well as 2023. But another good signing for the Redcliffe, or I was going to say the Redcliffe Dolphins, but just for the Dolphins, would really help if, in terms of doing videos and talking about them, if they just put a bloody location on them. I'm sick of just saying, oh yeah, the Dolphins, but the NRL version, not the Redcliffe ones. It just sounds weird. But yeah, look, got both Bromwich boys. You've got Felise Kaufusi. You got Mark Nichols there, the GOAT. You've also got Jermaine Asako. I think they're building something. Is it going to be competitive in the first couple of seasons? Probably not. In fact, they'll probably be competing for the wooden spoon unless like someone major signs, unless a Munster or Kalen Ponga or someone like that signs. I think they're going to be in competition for the wooden spoon, especially some of the signings they've made. Like I just said that the Bromwich boys are good signings and such, but they are in the back end of their career. Already done a video talking about Jesse Bromwich and Felise Kaufusi and all that, but these guys are very old. Even Mark Nichols has sort of been a journeyman, kind of found his feet at the Rabbitohs, but this is kind of his first actual like a big signing rather than just sort of shuffling into another side. But I'm intrigued to see who else they sign. Maybe they are going to come out and sign some big names. Maybe they're saving some cap space. I don't know. But I think Kenny Bromwich is their best signing so far, and it's not even a contest. I think he's easily the best one. I think out of both the boys, he is the best one at the moment. I think Jesse had a higher ceiling, but obviously he's super old now. Same can be said for, you know, your Mark Nichols, Felise Kaufusi. Felise Kaufusi in particular was one of the best second rows for a long time, but not so much anymore. So the Dolphins are signing some decent experienced players, but they need to actually get some proper stars on the board. So we'll see if that happens. Let me know in the comment section below. Is there anyone that the Dolphins should specifically be aiming at? Should they be trying to sign a Munster? Should they be trying to sign a Ponga? Is there anyone else they're missing? A Reece Walsh maybe? So just someone. Just anybody. Because I feel like they just need one big name player. Just get the ball rolling. Because I feel like despite me saying that the Bromwich boys are good and Kaufusi and all that, they're not players that I feel like other players will look at and go, yeah, no, I want to go play with the Bromwich boys. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't work like that. Also, speaking on the Storm, where do you see them going in the next couple of seasons? Do you think 2022 is going to be a good year for them? Do you think 2023 is going to be a good year for them? Do you think they're going to be able to rebound through all of these losses? Like I said, I just went through all the list of players that they've lost. There's a lot of good players in there. So, any other club, I would say, yeah, definitely in a decline. They're definitely in a rebuild, but not the Melbourne Storm. I can't put a line through them yet. So, yeah, like I said, in the comment section below, let me know what are your thoughts on the Melbourne Storm in 2022 and 2023. Anyways, that's how I'm going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also, make sure to use the notification bell. Don't rely on the sub boxes. Don't rely on anything like that. Use the notification bell and never miss any of my videos. Get a little notification on your phone. Go ahead and watch it straight away. Also, go ahead and give me a follow on social media. It's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke and YT for the most part. My Facebook is Mr. Luke, but everything else, including Snapchat, including TikTok, is Mr. Luke and YT. Go ahead, give me a follow, give me an ad, do all that sort of stuff. Stay tuned for more content on the channel, more streams, just more content in general. The NRL season is very close. I'm going to be posting a lot more. So guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. See yous.